Hi, I'm Mohsena Hassan. Today I want to talk about a situation that a lot of women are facing these days. So, the privilege of being educated, coming from a good family, being the person who has seen the world, being successful in her career, for many ladies out there, they think it's a curse rather than a privilege. Many people, they talk about good old times when there would be this man from a great family, looking great, impeccable taste, and you'll be this beautiful woman who is being chased by so many men, and you have said yes to him, and he is absolutely flabbergasted that you have said yes to him, and you get happily married. You have children together. He's much older to you, so he obviously dies before you, and as a old elderly widow, you are taken care of by his huge inheritance that he has left. You are with children and grandchildren, and then you die. Maybe it is true for Gayatri Devi. For her, she had married the king of Jaipur, and she had basically lived a long life as a widow, absolutely awestruck by her husband who had passed away. But normally that was not the case for a normal person. Maybe it happened for a king and a queen, but it didn't happen for most of the people. There is something called Shotidaho, right? And let me break this to you. It was only in 1987, as recent as that there was an act to prevent Shotidaho in Rajasthan, in India. Only 1987. People were kind of left out. They were not treated well. You not being able to financially contribute would have meant that you would be treated like a maid servant in your own household. You had only your children to work and get out of that situation. It was not pleasant, and the good old days that they paint the picture of, those were not there for most people. I don't think anybody could justify to me that it was nice for a young teenager to get married with an old man and it was pleasant and loving. It could not have been, and I don't believe that it was the case. There was one story that kind of really jolted me. During a get-together, I overheard a lady who is wife of a managing director of a bank. She was very proudly saying that I do not allow our daughters to use air conditioning at home because they are afraid as parents that they will not find the right groom. That's really scary. I mean, they're basically preparing them for the worst, and it's absolutely the men that they will get married with. Their husband have so much power over them that they have basically said, however you will keep me, I'll be there. Even if I have the means to buy my own air conditioning, I will not. I'll kind of fit myself in that place. That kind of scared me. I have come across many women, they're financially successful, they're beautiful, and then when you're talking with them about the potential of getting married, they are willing to give up so much they have worked for, just like that, just to be with someone. That is so discouraging for anybody, for any human being. So I just want to let all the women out there know that you cannot do anything, nothing, absolutely nothing, to able to fit in and find the right man, because it does not exist. It absolutely doesn't exist. It's like being excited to open a business for selling those old video cassettes or having a telegraph business. Those are not there. You can't find it. So here is a reality check. So before, a groom would request a bride to sing a song. This was simply because there was no entertainment then. Not only in Bangladesh, anywhere in the world, it was absolutely well accepted that somebody will be able to entertain. Now we don't need that anymore. We have an entire industry dedicated to entertain us. This doesn't have to be a deal breaker that you can't sing or you cannot play a piano. You're not even expected to do that. Also, before you were expected to make, for example, jam and pickle. And even not very long ago, you couldn't buy quality pickle or jam from the stores. It was okay to make some at home. Now you have an option. You can make some gourmet pickle and jam, or you can buy it. So you have an option. You have to accept that there is an option. So today I want to talk about 4 misconceptions and how you can practically deal with it about finding yourself a life partner. First, imagine yourself rich, educated, with impeccable taste, a global trotter, and coming from a great family. When I was reaching about 30, it had hit me like a rock. So I was hearing this lady talking about her amazing, successful son, and she was going on and on about her amazing son. And I was listening and I thought, oh my God, I have basically ticked everything on that checklist plus more as a woman. And how come no one tells me that, oh my God, Mohsena, you are great, you're amazing, you're like a hot cake. I mean, in the marriage market, people are going crazy to get married with you. I didn't hear that. I really didn't. What was that all about? I mean, same qualification, same achievement, and even more, and he gets kudos for that, and I am kind of like, it's kind of not too much, really? So we don't validate our daughters, our niece, our sister, our colleagues, our female colleagues, if they are successful. It's like basically you do all the right things and then you end up being wrong. So I'm proposing that you consider yourself as that man. Everything, but think if you were the man and really ask yourself, have you arrived or not? And if you have arrived, feel happy, content, satisfied, and be very happy that you have reached here. Do not underestimate your successes. This will make you confident, and you would not look like a beggar in a relationship who is begging to be loved, and it would be easier for you to have a normal life while you're looking for the man. 2, you have an option for marrying for love. So for centuries, men have gotten married for love or lust, however you want to say it, but they have, and everybody accepts it around the globe. So you don't have to look good, you don't have to be enough educated, you just have to be loved by that old rich man, to be swept away with love and romance, and you are absolutely lucky. As a matter of fact, notice what we call the husband, bar, literally means wish. So, I mean, you're desperate for it. There are young girls who are willing to get married with old men, and everybody finds it acceptable, absolutely acceptable, because they have the money. They have basically been able to say, well, I'm marrying for love. I don't care if she looks good. I don't care if she's from a poor family. I don't care if she can do something or can't do anything. I love her. I'm going to be with her, and you accept it or you don't. I don't give a damn. And now that you have the money and you have the look and you have your social status and everything, you can do that. That's what everybody has been waiting for, a man or a woman, because you want to marry for love. Because it's not nice being in a loveless relationship. It has never been. People had to do it, but now you have a choice. So here I want to give you an example. You know this example for sure, but I just want to give you as a reminder. If you're Muslim, you already know about this very wealthy woman who had an international trading company, and she basically proposed and got married with her younger employee. They had a very loving and happy married life. So this is not a new concept. They had done it thousands of years ago. You can do it now. It's a matter of concept. It's a matter of you accepting or not that you can marry for love. You are giving yourself the permission to marry for love or not. It's your choice. It's really something for you to consider, not others. Third thing, shine as much as you want. What do I mean by that? So when you're walking down the street and you don't know anyone, you don't know that person, you don't suddenly get angry, you don't suddenly get jealous, you're not picking up a fight. When you know a person, only then you can have a bad feeling or a good feeling about them. So a person has to be known before he is considered famous or infamous. That's a risk that people have to take to be accepted or not accepted. You have to have a network. You have to know people from where you can love and then get married. But you're this successful person who is going to office and coming back, earning good money, and basically waiting is your full-time job. What do I mean by waiting is your full-time job? Have you ever heard a man who is planning to get married, your colleague, who will not buy a piece of land, will not buy an apartment, will not buy a car, will not have a club membership? No, he can't. Because when he gets married, he'll ask his wife and see if she's interested, and then he will do it. Have you heard a single man doing that? And you'll say, absolutely no. But at the same time, you go around and you see these ladies with 6-figure salaries, and they have not even saved for their retirement. They don't even have a retirement account. They have not bought a house. They have not bought an apartment. They have not made an investment. I don't understand what they're waiting for. Because they're waiting for the man. And then it will get solved. I don't know how. So while you are waiting, let's make it part-time waiting. And in the other part-time that you have, buy that apartment. Buy that piece of land in the village. Make a holiday home. Save in your retirement. Get a membership in a club. I don't know, do you know it or not? There is actually a shooting club and there is a flying club in Dhaka. And I've not even heard a single person who flies for fun in Bangladesh. There are super wealthy women. I have not heard anybody flying a plane for fun. I have not heard anybody having an interesting hobby. You can be a lecturer in a foreign country. You can go into politics. I mean, you can actually make a law and make a huge impact in people and many generations to come. You're basically faking that you're poor to kind of fit into getting married with this rich man. I would like to request, stop faking that you're poor. I would like you to consider accepting yourself as a rich woman who is free to get married, whomever she pleases, and leave the old rich man for the poor girls who needs to get married the rich man. That's fine. It's fair for everyone. Fourth thing, give yourself freedom to fail. It's absolutely fine if you failed in a relationship. You have been going out with a guy, it didn't work out. Even you got married and it didn't work out. What can you possibly do? Really? Here's an example. Say you're this person whose spouse died twice. What do? You go crazy. People would say you're the most unluckiest person or something even worse. And Sir Fazle Hassan had 2 wives dying on him. I don't think he considered himself crazy. I don't think he considered himself as unlucky. He moved on. He had lived a good life. He had loved his wives, and that's that. How about you get married, you have a kid, and then the spouse leaves you? It happened to Nobel laureate Dr. Yunus. So he has a daughter from his first marriage from this white chick. Then he found another person, loves her very much, and has a daughter, and that's fine. You can move on, and it's absolutely crucial that you move on. So you can fail, but as long as you are doing with dignity and integrity, it's not cheap, it's not ugly. I mean, it's respectful. It's respect that what it counts. If you can respect yourself, then you can have respect for your spouse, have the strength in yourself. For the ladies who has ticked everything, you can still become a widow. I mean, it still can happen. It's real. People dies. You're not cursed, because dying is normal. Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg, her husband died. What can you do? There is nothing you can do. And cursing yourself for this crazy expectation, it's insane. I would really like you to consider it. By the way, if you just think that these things doesn't happen in Bangladesh, I just want to say Bangladesh's famous economist, Professor Rehman Sobhan, did get married second time when he was old to an elderly lady, and they're very, very old, both of them. It has happened. It has been happening. We are in Bangladesh. It happens. The question is, are you willing to give yourself the acceptance and permission to move ahead with the new reality? If you're looking for a powerful lady who needs to hear this, please forward it, and also forward to a man who is not so powerful and not so rich, but is in love with a powerful woman. Let me know your aha moment about the inequality in women's perception that we still hold so dear. Please subscribe to Advice for Survival if you like this content. Thank you.